All right, welcome everyone to the last Tuesday Tech Talk of November. Glad to have Jessica Larsen here with us to talk about Gimkit. Jessica is a language arts teacher from Dixie Middle School down in Washington County and a graduate of our Educational Technology Endorsement Program. So when this topic came up, I knew she had done some good things with it. And so I reached out, and she's been kind enough to share what she knows and what she's been doing with Gimkit with us. So that's Jessica. There's her email and her Twitter and all that good stuff. So I'll just turn the time over to Jessica. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much, Clint. I'm happy to be here. Gimkit is something that I found last year when I was trying desperately to figure out how to keep my students engaged. It was just for some reason the students were having a rough time and weren't really excited about language arts. And so I was just searching everywhere I could to try and find something to help them be excited about learning. And Gimkit is something that I've found that I've really loved. And I raved about it a lot in my technology endorsement class and used it a lot in a lot of the projects that I did. Some of the things I love about it is it's really fun. The students beg to play, and it's always something that they look forward to. It's engaging. It really holds their interest. It's a quick way that I love to use it for formatively assessing, for pre-assessing what they know before a unit starts, and also to review before assessments. Those are the three main ways that I use it, and it's just a great program. So to tell you a little bit more about what it is, some of you may already have heard of it before. It's an online game tool. It's really great for gamifying learning. It does have some limitations. So first of all, you can sign up for a 30-day free trial and use it for free for 30 days. After that, you can upgrade to Gimkit Pro, which is $4.99 a month, or you can stay on the free program, which allows you to, they have a few featured games that you'll be able to access that all the students can have access to, or it's up to 5 people can play at a time if you don't upgrade, if you're using one of the ones that isn't featured. So it's kind of, you can kind of decide, you try it for 30 days, see if you like it or not. And then if you want to upgrade, it's $4.99 a month. And then after that month, you can cancel. It's not, you have to renew it if you want to keep going. So that's kind of how it works and how the pricing is. Unfortunately, it's not free. I wish it was, but in my opinion, I feel like it's worth the money because I use it so often and it really does engage my students. And they just barely changed it so that they're changing which games are featured each month or each season. So you could technically just use the games that are free and use it for free as well. So that's kind of what it is. And I'm just going to talk about a little bit what I use it for mostly in my classroom. I use it a lot to formatively assess. After I've taught something, I'll say, okay, we're going to play a quick game. And it's a lot like Kahoot in that you enter a question and then there are multiple choice answers and the students choose which answer they think is correct. And if they get the answer right, they get points toward whatever different game we're playing. It's also a great way to review. If we've just learned something the day before, we can go back in and play before we learn a new concept. It's very engaging. If I can tell that my students are having a rough time listening, I'll sometimes just open it up and play a quick 5-minute game to get their attention again. And it really encourages critical thinking and collaboration among the students, which I really love. So those are some reasons why I love it. There are so many different modes and I have not tried all of them. The 3 that my tried and true ones that I know I love, the students love, are Trust No One, which is a variation of the game Among Us. The students, that is their favorite one. That one usually takes a little bit longer to play. So it's great for right before a break or when I have a little extra time at the end of class. Some quicker ones are Humans versus Zombies, which is one half of the class against the other half of the class, which they also really love because they're competing against each other. And the Flores Lava is a great one for all of the class working together. They're all working together to build a tower and stay above the lava, and they love to try and see how long they can stay alive. And I usually keep a running total on the board of the record for each class, and they're always trying to beat the other classes. So that one, so Trust No One is kind of everyone's on their own, trying to figure out who the imposters are. Humans versus Zombies is a team one, and then Flores Lava is the whole class working together. So those are the 3 main ones that I love. And if you try Gimkit out and you like it, another site that I found recently is blookit.com, which is totally free. And my students already really love that one as well. And I use Gold Quest and Racing are the 2 that I use the most on Blookit. So that's another one to be aware of. Trust no one is the one that is similar to Among Us. So when students log in, it tells two of them that they are the imposter, or you can set how many imposters you want to have. Usually I don't do more than 3. And then the more questions they answer correctly, they get to run investigations on other students. And they're trying to figure out if someone comes back inconclusive, that is a sign that they might be the imposter. And it's kind of complicated, but basically they're trying to figure out who the imposters are. And every maybe 5 or 10 minutes, I usually don't allow the students to call meetings. I usually turn that feature off. Every 5 minutes or so, I will call a meeting and the students get to vote on who they think the imposter is. And if someone is coming up inconclusive over and over again, that's usually a sign they are an imposter. But the imposter can put on a disguise by answering questions correctly. And so they need to continually run investigations, because if they're disguised, they'll come up as all clear, even if they're actually not clear. So the students are trying to figure out who the imposter is. They vote every 5 minutes. I think they usually get 10 different chances, and you can set that depending on how long you want the game to go on. And if they can find the imposter in those sessions, if they vote correctly, they can vote the imposters off. Otherwise, the imposters win. So it's similar to Among Us. The students love it. Like I said, they beg to play this one, and it's a lot of fun. And it gets them, they want to answer the questions correctly so they can run investigations, and the imposters want to so that they can stay hidden. So that's that one. It's really fun.
So it's just a basic game like setup, but they're your questions or what?
Yeah. So
okay.
So the Gimkit itself has lots of different, every topic you could ever imagine built in already. So you can search for a topic and just check to make sure it's what you want, or you can also make your own questions and put them into the program, and then
gotcha.
Play with that. Yeah. So this one is Flores Lava. So these are the blocks that they're building. They're trying to keep the tower above the lava, and the lava is continually rising, and every once in a while it'll do a surge where it rises really quickly, and the students have to build really quickly. And in this one, they get money if they answer questions correctly, and the more money they have, the more blocks they can buy to add to their tower. And some students, if they get a streak, like if they get 20 questions right in a row, their money goes up so they can start earning. I've had students be earning up to $1,000 a question, and they're building huge tower, like their towers could go on for days. And sometimes I have to make the lava go up fast and cause them to not survive. So it's really fun. They get into this one too. And this is one that can take just 5 minutes, even 2 or 3 minutes out of your class period to just review a quick concept. So that's another fun one. Humans versus zombies. They all start, each team starts out with full health, and the health goes down 1/2 health a second. And in order to stay alive, they have to replenish their health, and they do that by answering questions correctly. And when they answer a certain amount correctly, they can add health to their team, or they can damage the other team. And this one, it's just whoever stays alive the longest wins. And it shows their health on the screen, so you can see the health going down. And if they see that they're about to die, they start trying to answer questions and add more health or damage the other team. And at the end, it will, when someone wins, it will shut down and have this cool sound effect and say which team won. And it's a fun one. So those are my 3 favorites. There are lots of other games to explore that I haven't even had time to look into yet. And I got most of this information from blog.gimkit.com. So if you want to read more about all the games that you can play, they're all available there. And Quizlet and Blookit are other websites that I really love for gamifying learning as well.
Should we give one a try? Any questions before we wrap that up? I think Jessica's going to try to take us through a game real quick, and she's got to be out of here at 3:45 no matter what. So if we can get folks in and playing along, let's give it a try. So
let's give it a try. Okay, so we're going to,
I'm going to stop my share, and if you want to take over and share your screen.
Yes, let's see.
What's the address? They just go to gimkit.com or?
Yeah, just go to gimkit.com.
Okay.
And I will get a code up here. Let's see if I can get it.
I'll drop that in the chat here.
Let's see.
Maybe.
Okay, we'll just try Flores Lava, because that's a quick one. And I just did cartoon characters. I'm going to set that you can join late. So after the game has started, you can still join, and the code should show on the screen. You can put in your own name. The code is 845367. So if you want to join, go ahead and just go to gimkit.com and click join game, and then you can enter the code. So you don't need to sign up or have a username or anything. You can just click join game and enter the code.
I've got the link and the code in the chat. I guess I need to put my name in though. Here we go. Oh, I can draw while I'm waiting. Nice.
Yeah, that's fun too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start it, and then anyone who wants to join late, the code will still be there. This is a little dramatic introduction. And I hope everyone knows their cartoon characters, because this is cartoon trivia. So these are multiple choice questions about cartoon characters. You're trying to stay above the lava. That's your mission. And the game code is still
I need to hit continue, don't I? Okay.
And anyone who wants to join in, the game is there, or the game code is there on the screen underneath the timer.
I'm getting lucky. Oh,
So far, so good. We've already got 50 blocks. That's impressive.
oh no, I'm synchronous. Oh no, that was an easy one.
Doing great so far. Almost 100 blocks. And I don't know if you can see this on my screen, but I'm increasing the lava height by 10%.
Oh no.
So if the students are doing too well, you can always make the lava go up faster so they have a harder time. If they're surviving for hours, you can always make it harder. It looks like you know your cartoon characters because you're doing awesome. And then every once in a while, it'll surge like that.
Oh no.
And that's what happens when it catches up to you. It was my fault. I increased. So you can see what happens at the end. And
Randy must know her characters because I was about 50-50.
so that's it. That's it.
All right. Thanks, Jessica. Appreciate you. Any last questions for her before we let her go? All right. Thanks so much, Jessica. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Take care.
Later. Thank you.
All right. So 2 more tech talks this year. Next week, we've got Rob Bentley coming to show us a little bit about Quizlet. And then on the 14th, Chris will join us and dig a little bit deeper into the Sora ebook library, just in time for your students to have something to do over their Christmas break to keep their minds sharp and their wits about them. So our next round of EdTech endorsement courses just opened up. We've got 5 classes starting up. I didn't copy the dates onto here, but our next core course, the Classroom Integration of Educational Technology, that one does start. I think these start on I've got the link right there. These all start on the, let me just go look. And I'll put this link here in the chat for you guys so you can take a look at those. And again, all these courses are free. And we've got 3 that start up on January 13th. Classroom integration of educational technology, and then 2 Canvas courses. One focused on elementary engagement with Canvas, and then the secondary Canvas course, enhancing your Canvas skills. And then starting on March 10th, 2 more 6-week courses will open up. This Developing Digital Detectives, that's a brand new course from UEN. It's research skills for your kids, and then game-based learning and gamification, kind of along the same theme of Gimkit and some other resources there. That those courses will start on March 10th, and these are 6-week 1-credit courses, and then the core course is 12 weeks 3 credits, and those will be starting up again next year. But registration is open now, so feel free to sign up. Again, the UEN Homeroom podcast, been some good episodes of that lately. And let's get the roll here for you. And copy that. I need to make sure that these slides are public. Let me make sure that you guys can view these slides here. Okay, copy that. I did not create a short code for them. I apologize. But there's the slides in the chat if you'd like to get those and take a look at those. Make sure you sign the roll there. All right, that's it. Any other questions? Anyone have any technology heartache or anything I can help you with while we've got plenty of time to talk about any of those kind of things?
Clint, I just got a question on that tech endorsement. There's electives, you got to have 2. Are they the only ones that you can do at your own pace? The others are all you sign up and you do it over the 6 or 12 weeks?
No. I mean, those MOOCs are available that you can do. So you can take other like 6-week courses as electives. You don't have to do those self-paced on your own. We try to offer, UEN really doesn't like you to do any more than one other class at the same time as you're doing the core classes, because there is a bit of load there. But we do offer those 6-week courses back to back. So you could be taking, 3 of those, or, a core course and then 2 of the shorter courses each semester. So you should be able to get them done within about 1.5 years or so. But I'm working through, I just finished up the Apple iPad badge course and loved it. I learned some new stuff. I thought I knew everything about the iPad, but I did not. And there's the Nearpod courses, there's Adobe courses, and all of those are those open enrollment MOOC courses that you can do at your leisure. Just fair warning, if I would probably put them off until January. That'll give you the calendar year. They open up on January 1. They close December 31st. So if you do start one now, you've got to have it done before December, which probably shouldn't be a problem if you only do 1 or 2. But I kind of talked around your question, but yeah, those just the electives you can take out of any of those different areas. It's just 2 extra classes, stuff that you're interested in that you can take and dig into.
Okay, so I did in the last month, I did the Nearpod Basic and the Nearpod Advanced. I actually learned a lot, but I've got those 2 done. So then I should just be able to sign up for the classes after that, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Perfect.
So just those 3 core courses. That's 9 credits. That's half of it. And then there is, and I can bring that up. Let me stop this screen share. And I had the page up. I thought I did. Let me bring it up here. Endorsement. And I'll drop this link in there too. The UEN has a page that talks about all the different course requirements that are there. So chat.
Okay. And there's one page on the UN that's hard because it has all the classes like from last year through this next year. You know what I mean? And they're in a box in the middle of the site, and you can't see the whole box at the same time. And you go to print it out, and it won't print. It's kind of tough to, it's not user friendly, I guess, is what my comment.
So this page that I put in the chat is a pretty good overview. It doesn't take you to any of the registration pages or anything, but it just lists, the core courses. Let me share my screen so I can talk through this. Basic, I want to do that one right there. All right, so you're seeing that page there.
Yeah.
So core courses, those are again 12-week, 3 credits, and every fall, spring, and summer we'll cycle through those. So the UEN essentials, you need to take one of those, and so that's something e-media or Utah's online library, something that's specific to UEN. You've got to do a digital citizenship class. The digital empowerment is a newer course. And I think we have some of those coming up in the summer. And then online blended learning, you need one of those, and that can be one of those Canvas courses that we've got coming up next semester. And then digital teaching and learning, these are kind of the tool-based classes. You need 4 of those. And then these can be, and then your 2 electives can be any of these other ones that you hadn't already counted for something else, or it can be these MOOCs. So the Apple badges, the Google badges, Nearpod, Adobe Creative Tool stuff. So I think that page kind of spells it out as well as anything. But if you have questions about what the courses are about, UEN has that catalog, or you can just shoot me an email and I can tell you kind of what the class is about.
Okay. And another question, sorry for taking up all the time, but when you finish those classes, like next week, I'll have that digital citizenship done and then those others. And I put that I wanted to get credit through SUU. How often does UEN send the stuff to SUU? You know what I mean? Did they do it monthly, quarterly?
So what happens is that once the class is done, we as your instructors have a week to finalize the grades and to send the grades to UEN. They then send it to the UEN, send them to SUU. And then they're a little bit understaffed right now. So it's taking a little longer than normal. So usually within a month after the class is over, it'll be on your SUU transcript.
Okay. And then you just go pay for it and it's good, right?
So it's actually changed. It used to be you had to download and print out a PDF and send in a check. You can now, all the courses are switched so that you pick your credit type beforehand.
Yeah.
And to count for the endorsement, it needs to be SUU credit. But you actually can just pay for it online and register, sign up for it and pay for it online, which speeds things up. And then once we post the grades, again, it takes a week for us to get them into UEN. It usually doesn't take them too long to post the grades down there. And then within a week or 2, SUU will have them on your transcript.
Okay, so on the SUU side, I actually need to go in and sign up for the classes. They're not just going to send, I need to sign up for them and then they'll, okay.
Yeah,
I got into that
classes site. When you finish, most of them, the instructor will give you credit for an assignment called Course Complete, which will open up the information page to go and sign up and
okay. Okay, perfect.
So so look for it. Normally we'll send out an email that says, hey, grades are posted, go to this page and sign up for the class and get your credit. So
okay, perfect.
Okay. And those are between $21 and $23 a credit. I think the core courses are $23 a credit and the other ones are $21 a credit, which is still real cheap.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Jimmy has a question when we're done. Done or general question?
Done.
Okay, fair enough. Any other general questions?